Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Room 120 News, your place to find out everything that's going on in our school and in our classroom this week. I hope that you and your family have had a fantastic weekend so far and are faring well through this cold weather. Just a reminder that tomorrow, Monday, January the 16th, there will be no school in observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, so the building will be closed tomorrow for tomorrow's holiday. Middle of the year testing has begun. We did our math assessment this past week and students did fantastic. I'm going to be reaching out to some parents over the next couple of weeks, sharing some great success stories with them about some growth that their students are making. So please just continue to make sure that your children are well rested and getting plenty of sleep at night so that they will perform their best on our reading assessments that will begin on Wednesday. Community snacks are still needed in our classroom. If you're able to donate a community snack, that would be greatly appreciated. We do have students that are either forget their snack or rely on community snacks. So if you would please, if you're able to send those in, they do not have to be prepackaged. We have learned how to be flexible in that, and so a big container of animal crackers or pretzels or whatever you're able to donate would be greatly appreciated. Just a reminder that our cafeteria does serve ice cream on every Friday. Ice cream is $1, and that can either be put on your account, on your student's account through the online service, or can also be sent in on Friday mornings through cash. So either way, just know that that is an option if you would like your child to have ice cream on Fridays. Foundation trick words were put on the back of your child's folder this past week. Please feel free to look at those, review them if you would wish at home. They are not tested on as a collective list, but they are found on our unit test every 2 or 3 weeks. So those will be a great thing to add to your weekly review if you would like to do those at home, both reading and spelling. Up next is looking ahead, where we will find out all of the events and activities happening in the life of our school and in our classroom. This Thursday, January the 19th, from 5 to 7 is our Sea Songs for Little Pirates show. Dinner will be provided during that show, and there will also be a fun activity for you to do with your child in our classroom. So we would like to invite you to come out and have fun with your family watching a fun show with songs, have some dinner together, and then come and learn some of our fun math games that we play in our classroom. The event is completely free, and we would love for all of our families to be there. If you do plan on attend, please send back your RSVP slip that was placed in your child's folder this past week as soon as possible. If you lost that slip, please just let me know. Don't let that hinder you from coming. Just let me know that you plan on coming, and I'll be sure to get that number to the office. The end of quarter 2 is on January the 20th, so the end of the second 9 weeks will be halfway through the school year, and students are doing fantastic. Because the end of quarter 2 is coming up, you can expect your child's report card on Monday, January the 30th. If you would please sign that and return it as soon as possible. Mark your calendars for Monday and Tuesday, January 23rd and 24th, as there's some mandatory training that staff must attend, and so meaning that those days will be teacher work days. The building will be open, and I will have access to my email, so if you have an urgent need, you're more than welcome to reach out to us, and we can help if we can. But your child will not be coming to school on Monday and Tuesday, January the 23rd and the 24th. Finally, thank you so much to everyone. This is probably the quickest response from a field trip permission form I've ever had. Thank you so much to everyone that has returned their field trip permission form for the Pied Piper Theater field trip on Tuesday, January the 31st. If you have not returned that, do not worry. You can still return it this coming week or the week after. Students will be attending a play at Thalian Hall, and because we will be attending a play at Historical Thalian Hall, I feel that it is appropriate that we wear nicer clothes or formal wear. So if your child has a collared shirt or a nice outfit that they would like to wear on the 31st, that would be awesome. Up next is Curriculum Corner, where you will find out all of the things that your child is going to learn in the classroom this week. This week in reading, we're finishing our fiction study and looking at fictional text, and we'll be moving into nonfiction the week after this. So this week, we're finishing up finding the lesson or moral of a fable. And this is a really difficult standard because the fable, the lesson or moral could be subjective to the reader. And so we really want to be looking at details that support what Aesop's fables lesson actually was, And so we'll be identifying that and then finding details to support what the author of the fable thought that are meant for the lesson to be. In math, we're moving into a brand new concept this week. We're moving into geometry. So students will be learning about attributes of shapes, parallel lines, and right angles, and being able to draw those shapes based on the attributes. In writing, we are continuing our personal narratives on our winter break. Students are doing fantastic with those. I'm really enjoying hearing all the fun things that you guys did over the break. In science, we are beginning our embryology study this week with life cycles. We will be looking at part of our standard is being able to identify what the name of the infant animal is and identify that with the mother of that animal. So we'll be looking at that this week by reading the book, Who Are You, My Mother? And students will be learning about all the different names that infant animals may have. And then in Foundations, we're continuing to learn about open syllables alongside of other syllable types with multisyllabic words. Students will be taking the Unit 3 test this coming week on Friday. Or not Unit 3, Unit 7 test this coming week on Friday. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about anything going on in our school or our classroom, please let me know. If not, we'll see you right back here next week for another episode of Room 120 News.